Well, hello, this is Pastor Henry Green, and welcome to Faith in Focus. I always get excited when I have a few minutes to share my heart with you. And I want to encourage you. First, I want to celebrate you and let you know that you are absolutely loved, known, and noticed. You are important. I am very clear that you matter to God, and therefore you matter to me. I want you to know, Lady Nicole and I love you, and we want the absolute best for you. Now, today I want to kind of reiterate what I talked about last week, was that it is critical for you to be at Vision Night. Here's one of the things that have plagued our church, and one of the attacks of Satan against us is to try to keep us scattered so that we cannot come together on one accord. The Bible tells us clearly when they came together on one accord, nothing they imagined to do was impossible unto them. And so Satan has used the trick of trying to keep us scattered and keep us apart so we cannot come into agreement on one accord. So this Vision Night, which is Thursday, February 5th, is our opportunity to come into agreement and come into agreement on one accord. So it is absolutely critical. I want y'all to hear me. Absolutely critical that you be in the house. You need to know what's going on. This is the church that God has given you stewardship over, so you need to know what's happening. You know, we used to have a saying like this: if every member in the church was just like me, what kind of church would we have? And so I want to make this a priority. Here's what I'm saying to you. If you're working, find a way to take off. If you need a babysitter, find a babysitter. Do whatever you got to do to be in the house. Now, I want you to be clear what I'm saying to you. I have been spending an incredible amount of time with the Lord. I've seen Lady Nicole spending an incredible amount of time with the Lord because we're pressing in to make sure we're getting the Lord's directions. And one of the things that I'm clear of is this is a season of opportunity and open doors. Okay, you got that? Because those are two loaded statements. Opportunities and open doors. What that is literally saying is God is opening new doors to new opportunities, and now it's up to us to walk through those doors. As we've talked about before, there is a difference between Kadesh, which represents the wilderness, and the promised land. Once we cross over into the promised land, there is a whole new level of partnership that God is offering to you. Now, I want you to know possession is not automatic. Possession must be intentional. And so this whole year has to be a year of intentionality. You cannot just let stuff happen. You cannot just sit back and be casual about it. This is a year of intention. The Bible said to the children of Israel, how long will you wait to go and possess what I told you to possess? That is literally what God is saying to us. Now, he's saying to us, look, I've given you opportunity. I'm opening the door. Now, you must do the work. Now, a lot of people don't want to hear that. They want to hear name it and claim it. This is just going to magically occur. Now, I do not want you to misunderstand this. The hand of God is on us. My goodness, I feel the Holy Spirit right this moment. The hand of God is on us. God is with us. God is Emmanuel. God is with us. But we must be intentional. So I'm asking you to be intentional with this opportunity and this open door that God is providing both for us as a church and for you as an individual. But I need you in the house on Vision Night, February 5th, so you could hear the charge that God has given us. Now, once we get that, we come together on one accord Nothing we imagine to do shall be impossible unto us. So, aren't you ready to move into the impossible? I was telling somebody just the other day that our new building blesses me so much because every time I walk into the door, I can say, this is the Lord's doing, and it's marvelous in my eyes. And so I want to make sure that you are recognizing God moving, God providing opportunities, God opening the doors, but you must participate on a new level. Now I'm looking for your participation on Thursday, February 5th for Vision Night. Make sure you're in the house, make sure you're staying connected, and let's watch what God